A flower of Scotland, when will we see your like again?
Well, not for another 4 years. Or 28 at this rate. It is the morning after the night before, for anyone in Scotland listening, that has not been living under the rock. The World Cup well, I'd say it's concluded. We're not out yet. We're not out yet.
Yeah, we've got a 27% chance that we're gonna make it.
I've done the math. I've figured out the results we need, and it sucks when it gets like this. Like, essentially, I'm just looking for our other teams to get pumped over and over again for us to have a chance at having another match, which we're going to get pumped in. I don't know why
who needs pumped?
Right. So USA need to win tonight, right? Or they just need... Turkey cannot win. If Turkey beat USA, then...
Is it over?
It's not over. But essentially, we need 4 teams to do worse than us. That's what we need.
Okay.
Out of the 12 groups, we need 4 teams to do worse than us. And the first 2 groups, we're in Group C. Group A and Group B already have a third-place team that are ahead of us. So we're focusing on D to L, right?
Okay.
And we need the teams from D to L to not do... There's already some teams that are already better than us, so that can't work. But Turkey win tonight. They are better than us. Australia and Paraguay, that's a bit complicated. Australia need to either beat Paraguay, just win, because if they win, they get Paraguay is worse than us. If Paraguay beat Australia, they need to do so by 3 goals. If they draw, not good for us. So that's tricky. So we're looking for the Australian win. Come on, you Socceroos. Germany and Spain. No, is it Germany? Yeah, Germany just need to do what they do best. And Ivory Coast just need to do what they do. Then we're good. There's a few other ones. Like, there is a realistic chance that we can qualify, but it's going to be very, very close. For those that are confused, this World Cup, the 8 best third-place teams go through. We're in 3rd place in our group, but with a -3 goal difference, which means we need teams to be on less points than us or be -3 and below. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting week.
Living on a hope and a prayer.
Well, this is it. I mean, the fact is, if we do go through, we play Germany.
Yay!
Which is fun, but you know, that's fine. It's the fact that it's a knockout round. It's all good. And maybe we just need one more chance. So
we played absolutely
horrendous. So yeah, it's good fun.
You know what? It's been fun though, watching like all the Scottish fans and that, like, abroad, and how much like the Americans are loving them. It's quite funny though. He came up on Instagram, and it's obviously like showing you like all the, you know, the Scottish fans like partying as they have been like mad, and then it was in like an American pub, and it's like these English guys or whatever, and the DJ guy or the guy in the microphone's English, and he's like, let's show these Scottish fans how to party.
And the crowd went mild.
It was quite funny.
Listen, to our English listeners, we know you know how to party. We have partied with you. We know you've got it. But I think there was something special that happened in Boston last week when Scotland were there. I think they embraced this sort of World Cup fever, and the bars were open till 3. They were drinking on the streets, and they've shut all that down. And I feel sorry for the English fans that they're not getting the same experience, because, you know, it takes two to tango there. And I think Boston, they maybe dropped the ball a little bit there. There was one bar that even closed. They said,
I seen that.
They said, we're giving our guys the day off today because nothing's happening in Boston today. Literally, England were playing in Boston that day. I mean, that is pure power. I mean, it's good banter, but at the same time, how must it cost that pub a fortune? So I feel sorry that the English fans aren't getting the same experience that we did, but at the same time, they get it every 4 years. So, like,
and listen, Scotland we're out of Boston now, you know, and no Scotland, no party. So
here's the thing: if we do go through, we're back.
We're
in
back.
Boston. We're back in Boston
We're
with
back,
Germany.
baby.
So they're living on a hope and a prayer that we come back there. Although I don't know how many people would still be out there or not, but I
Nah,
was
you'd have quite a lot.
still quite a lot. I mean, when I was planning on trying to make a way out there, my aim was that I was going to go to Miami rather than Boston, and I actually think I made a mistake on that. Like, Boston is where it was at. That's where you needed to be. Miami's looked okay. It's looked all right. From what I've seen online, Germany looked better than Miami has been, but Boston was just on another level. So yeah. Look,
Well,
I think it's been great that they've had a
hopefully-
great fun, and the football's not been great to watch, but the experience has been amazing for the people.
No,
out
the
there.
football's been terrible. We're woeful. But anyway, this is not a football podcast.
This is not.
But
We're not.
It's
We're
not.
going to.
But we just thought, we would document it. Doesn't happen very often
You know,
that
if
Scotland
this
manages to
podcast
get
is
in a
still
World
going in 28 years' time, we'll talk about it again then. But until then, we're good. So it's funny because I mean I know it's not this is the last thing, but I watched with Jean last night. It was because first time I didn't go out and watch the football. I just sat in and watched it. Made myself some nachos. Had a beer. Jean was sleeping justifiably by the 50th minute. Like it was. that
painful.
that summed it up for me pretty much. So.
Cup. Yeah, it was painful. But anyway, we were in it. That's the
We're in
main
it.
thing.
That was it.
That's the main thing. And we're still in it at the moment. For how
No,
long?
yeah,
Who
maybe.
knows? For how long? Who knows? But anyway, how is everybody doing with the heatwave?
It's hot.
Because
Isn't it?
I've been kind of lucky so far that I've not really had any weddings over the past. Well, when did I last have a wedding? Saturday, and it was like it was hot, but it wasn't too hot. But now it's starting to get like hot. I've got a
Yeah.
wedding tomorrow and Saturday, so I'm hoping that the temperature comes down ever so slightly.
I think the weather's not meant to be. It's meant to be a bit wetter as well.
Tomorrow,
I think so.
is it?
I think so. I don't know. There's rain
Oh,
forecast.
don't
but
tell me
I don't know
that.
where you are. I don't know where you are, but I don't think it's meant to be as hot this weekend. Because I've got a wedding in Edinburgh on Saturday as well. I don't think it's meant to be as hot, but I've not had a wedding this
Okay.
week, which has been great because I mean I've got my gardening on. I bought a pressure washer. By the way,
Oh, did you?
I wanted a pressure washer for so long. See, setting
They're
up a
good
hose
funny.
though. I should have filmed me trying to set up that bloody hose. Like, you know what I'm like with DIY fails. Honestly, I thought it was just like get a hose, plug it in.
No.
Nothing like that at all. They wanted me to cut cables. They wanted me to like screw things in. Oh my goodness me. But I think I've got it going now. But I tried to clean my decking. It looks worse than it did before. Like I should have kept it dirty. What's going on here?
Wait a minute, is it wood decking?
It is I.
You're not meant to pressure wash a wood decking.
But I've got a decking cleaner attachment.
Ah, okay.
It's like a little round scrubby thing. But my parents are going to paint that this Saturday. So I need to get it done and finished and stuff this week. But I'm like, it just looks worse than it did when I started. So
Yeah,
That's
you
great
need to
fun.
get the treatment and stuff to put on it.
Yeah, I've done that.
And
Done
that
that.
as well. Have you done that already? I've
Yeah.
bought it. I've just not done it. Do you know what? I should actually do that. I
Do
should
that
do that today.
do
Actually,
that at 30-degree temperature. That's what these days are designed for.
yeah.
So
All the toys, all the bells and whistles. But on that note, we thought we would just have a little bit of a conversation about
Toys.
the toys and the other things that we bring to weddings that help enhance, the capturing of weddings in various forms, and also then ultimately the output that you get on the back of it, because there are many toys to be had.
yeah,
in this
it's not all
line of work.
it's not all about the A, B, and C cam. Like we all get it. You use cameras to capture the main chunk of the day, but what happens if you want to like enhance it with a different look or a different feel, and really with different bits of equipment, you can definitely get a different experience from telling the story. And I've invested a lot recently in some new toys and having great fun with them. They just give you a different look and a different feel to your output, and I think
Pray
rather
tell.
than- yeah, I mean
What-
rather than investing in another camera, I decided to go down this route of what other equipment can I use to, tell a bit of a different story. So I'll just dive in, shall I? I mean, I don't know. Is it going to be like show and tell? Do I just grab the equipment? It's not all there, but I mean, we'll start with this bad boy, shall we?
I mean, I can see your CampSnap. Well, actually, do you know what? Funny thing is, so I am. Is that the new one? What one is that?
This is the Pocket 3. This is the DJI Pocket
so that's
3.
so I'm actually that's my webcam at the moment.
Yes, it would be my webcam, but for some reason, although I love this thing, it doesn't seem to work properly as a webcam for me. It keeps crashing, so I can't figure that out. So I'm using my iPhone right now as a webcam. But no, this is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. The Pocket 4 is out now, but I felt like the features didn't justify going up. Although saying that, in dark spaces, this thing isn't great. So essentially, the reason
it's not going to be the size of the sensor; it's tiny.
I know. But the reason I got this is because I was working with someone recently as a second shooter, and they essentially attached this to a magic arm and was able to clamp it in different positions, and you can get such a wide safety angle from it. So I've been utilizing this as a wide safety and using my phone to operate it. So I've got a hot shoe adapter that I can just plug my phone into, and I can operate it on one of my back angles. So this really saved me at a wedding because I was able to put this up at the front on a table. So it was hidden kind of behind a plant, so no one really saw it. But it was able to get a close-up of the vows. And because the room was so tiny and so crowded, this was actually my only available angle because the photographer was so visible in and around the vows. So this thing actually saved me with that, and I was able to operate it and get the crowd reactions when I couldn't go up to the top, because for me, I didn't want to be up at the top getting reactions because I would be so visible up there. So this thing has been great as a decam for me. I just think it's such a useful, small, cheaper than a main camera alternative to getting a wide safety. And I can get a light stand, clamp it onto white stand, get it really high up. I've used the footage from this quite a lot, and I get it. It's not the best in terms of, it's not the same as a camera, but what it does guarantee me is that no matter what situation I'm in, I've got a shot of what's happening. And
I think it's a great option as well. See, for folk that are just starting out. So if you're buying a, you've got your A-cam, and you've got the lenses and that for it. And you know what it's like when you first start out, like, you don't have a lot of money to spend. Like, I would probably go and buy that as my B-cam, just so that I have another angle to help me out, for instance, during ceremony and speeches and stuff like that. Because, like, the rest of the day you can get away with shooting on one camera, but it's just when it comes to, like, ceremony and speeches, you really want a second angle somewhere. And that thing is great. And that would be, I guess, my recommendation to anybody. If you're just starting out, you don't have a lot of Wonga, get one of those.
100%.
And use that as your back safety wide for ceremony and for speeches. And then, your A-cam, use that for your tight shots, people speaking, or for, the bride or whatever, or the groom. And yeah, like, that's you sorted, and it's going to cost you, what, like £400 instead of having to spend another 1,500 plus another lens. You're talking. It's a really, really good option, I think, and I think the quality is good enough. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's good enough.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think when you start out, it's really tempting to think, oh, I need all of this equipment before I can start booking some serious weddings. But that's absolutely not true. As long as you're shooting what's happening, and people can see it, doesn't matter really about the quality, because of their wedding, that they will appreciate that. And as a safety, it's really solid. Like, the battery life on it is good. I like that I can control it with my iPhone, so even if I'm not near it, I can move it, I can pan, tilt, I can zoom in if I want to, I can change the settings on it if I need to. I think it's a great little addition. And I was in a position where I didn't want to buy another camera because it's like going over $2,000 investment at that point, when I had other things I needed as well. I just didn't think it was useful. But this has been great on a dance floor where I can just put it high up on a light stand, put it down, and there's a wide shot of the dance floor uninterrupted by guests and stuff. During the ceremony, it's been ideal.
Like, with that as well, you can get. Now, this is just a like a third party one, but it's a battery bank for it.
Yeah.
And it just keeps it topped up.
Because it charges it as well.
Charges
So
it, yeah, whilst it's running, which is great, and it's got like a wee 3/4 inch
yeah,
thing at the bottom, so you can just basically mount that straight to like a tripod or whatnot. So it's fantastic. I think it's a great little bit of kit. I know obviously like a lot of people will put that on their like attach it to their camera. I've got a tilter cage on mine, so I can attach it to my actual camera and then use that as like another wide angle, for instance, if you were doing like confetti and stuff like that. I tend to not use it for that. I'm not a big fan of the quality for things like that, but for things as like a safety or something like that, it's perfect.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Obviously, we're encouraging people to, if they don't want to like spend a load, like just use it as their B cam. It does get by it. It's not going to be, I wouldn't use it always as a main cam. It's just I rely on it when, at the ceremony when everyone stands up and this is high up on a light stand. I'm safe. I've got that. Or just, a wide of the whole speech room. Just to kind of go to if I need it. I think it's great. That's obviously using as a static camera. I like to use the small rig Magic Arm, which I was looking for there, but I can't seem to locate it right now. But to just clamp it on with a tilter cage. That Magic Arm, by the way, is ideal. It's so handy to have something that you can just clip on anywhere. I love it. I use it for anything now, like any opportunity. I love it. But obviously, that static cam is also a really kick-ass Steadicam as well. So you can get a hot shoe adapter for it. You can put it on your camera. You can walk backwards with it. You'll get the same shot in wide. If you want to go close in with your lens, you can put this on your camera and get that shot wide, and it's going to be steady for you as well. So that's good. It's obviously got tracking on it too. It's a solid camera, and even if you want to get behind the scenes, I think it's a great bit of kit for people to use.
Brilliant for that. For that.
If your editing backlog is stressing you out, Bride and Groom Video are here to help.
You get a dedicated account manager that matches an editor to your unique style, so your films can get delivered without the overwhelm.
Listeners of That Wedding Videographer podcast get £75 off for their first order by using the code TWVP75.
And for UK videographers only, brideandgroom.video have launched a special package price for feature and highlight films just for you.
Plus, you'll also get an extra discount in ceremony and speeches.
This makes it much more cost effective to use brideandgroom.video as your editing studio.
Send your footage, send your brief, and they'll sort the rest.
Hasta la vista, backlog. Looking to upgrade your cameras? Well, let's introduce you to the new Lumix flagships, the S1R2
and the S1 II. Some of the features we love about these cameras are:
on the S1R2, being able to crop in past the APS-C in pixel mode, giving you 3 focal lengths from 1 prime.
And the S1 II is also feisty, giving you 5.1K open gate at 50 frames a second.
Both of these cameras have 100 frames a second with a 1.1 crop.
Plus, both these cameras come with industry-leading IBIS, which Lumix is known for.
Lumix also has a loan scheme which allows you to borrow these cameras for 48 hours so you can try them out and make sure that they're the camera for you.
Not only will they deliver them for free, but they'll also pick them up for free as well.
Use the code TWVP at the Lumix store for 10% off.
Check the link in the show notes below.
If you want to give your couples a viewing experience that matches the quality of your films, then VidFlow is the way to go.
Just upload your work, let the couples watch it on their TV, they can view a gallery on their phone, and wrap it up with all your branding so they get the ultimate viewing experience.
Think of it like Netflix, but for wedding films.
Listeners of That Wedding Videographer podcast get 10% off when they use the code TWVP. Hit the link in the show notes to get started.
Level up your wedding film delivery experience today. Are you tired of CRM just not getting the basic things right?
Things like being able to customize your brand fully,
Or constantly sending your emails to their spam folder?
or the juicy stuff getting analytics into performance.
That's why we have made the switch to Wadola.
The CRM built by wedding pros for wedding pros.
It's honestly the prettiest CRM we've ever seen.
To help you make the switch, we're offering 3 months free on Wadola by entering the code TWVP.
Wadola, the community-built CRM for wedding professionals. Another one is this.
What you got there?
What do you think it is?
I mean, my phone's kind of covering you, so all I see is you spreading what looks like a tripod of some sort. Is that a selfie stick type thing?
Osmo. It's so it came with it, and it's just like, not that I would ever use this, but I mean, you could if you wanted to. Also use that as like a safety cam, and then just get like really, really wide.
Yeah.
A really, really good wide shot. It's got a 3/4 inch screw at the bottom, and then there you go.
Yeah, I've got that.
So it's the Action 6. It's like the new one. It's really good though, really good.
Cool.
I actually started using this to get some kind of like BTS shots of like from my monitor's POV. When I'm using the Holyland, the Pyro 5, just sitting on with another kind of like clamp there, and again just to try and kind of get some more kind of BTS. Obviously, you could also do, because I know that you've done stuff with like dog cams and stuff. Is that like one of these that you put on, or is it the?
This is the Insta360 GO S. So this camera here is essentially, it looks like a little GoPro type thing, if you're not watching on YouTube. And so this has got the screen, this is like the charging case, but this little camera comes out of here. And so this is essentially where all the action happens. Now you can get so many little attachments for this. I've got a dog harness that this can go onto. So I've got footage of a dog walking around a venue looking at people. There's a little clip-on attachment that essentially you can put on plates. So if the canopies are going around, you can get that. You can put it in glass, like a glass, so someone's like want to reach in and get something. This is magnetic, so like obviously I'm trying to think. There you go. So like it'll go anywhere, but there's a magnet. So if there's a metal pole or a girder, you can put that in 4K and you get a 4K shot anywhere you want. You can put it on the table, the top table. Nice little discreet thing, gives you a sort of angle of the couple. It's a really cool, versatile camera that is going to get you shots that you wouldn't get with anything else. And I know that all the brands do a version of this now, and I've seen DJI's Go camera, and it's very similar to this. But so this is the range of attachments that you can get to this. And if you're like you got a bit of downtime and you think, oh, what could I do that's a bit creative just now? Go around and play about with something like this. Like stick it on. Like I put it on a bottle. So I had like this little gorilla tripod thing, put it on a bottle, and just like saw people drinking from it. So it was yeah, it's a cool, fun little toy to play with.
What is it called? Is the Osmo Nano? Is that it?
I think that's the Osmo Nano now. It's the Insta Go's competition. So there's definitely a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of
Yeah.
course,
What's it?
yeah, that thing's got like the magnetic pendant that you can put on your chest for BTS as well. I've never really found that to be that useful, but I like the range of accessories that you can get with that. That can essentially allow you to put it anywhere.
To be fair, I rate all of the DJI stuff. The DJI stuff is really, really good. But again, it's like more tools for you to get more kind of like creative angles. And different perspectives, like, you know, especially, I mean, I know that for folk that have got dogs, they'll probably love like a bit of a dog cam.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look amazing footage, but just seeing the dog's perspective going around and see people stroking them, it's good fun. They get a good kick out of it.
It's like a good wee thing just to chuck in for like a few seconds, like the teaser or whatever. Like it's just another. Again, just it's something a little bit different, which obviously does well on places like Instagram, like all that type of content. When something's out of the norm, it will always do well. It was like with Oara and David when we got them to go down the
sledge.
on the sledge, like in our wedding dress, like that popped off. And again, because it's just like out of the norm. Because what bride is going to go down a hill and the snow sledge in her wedding dress? Lara would, but
that's what you dream about when you've got a white wedding, like, because it's very very rare to have a white wedding with the snow and everything. So like, yeah, that's the dream, isn't it? If it's gonna be snowing, get them going down a sledge. I think they did, like, we obviously got footage with them on the phone to take a selfie. I mean, that's another tool to use. Like your phone, like, is a camera at the end of the day. And there's something I like to do at weddings is when I see them taking a selfie, I will then go up to them and go, right, do that again, but I'll give them my phone and record a video and say, don't take a picture or anything, just like take a selfie with the phone, and it's recording them doing it. And it's always quite a good thing to interlace with the footage. So you can record them taking a selfie, and then you get the footage of them going, woo, woo. So yeah, that's always another thing that I like to do as well.
Yeah, because I've started, so obviously now got the camcorder, which is obviously like a little bit different. Footage obviously looks shit, but that's the point. But that latest one, I gave it out to the bridesmaid, and I specifically asked her go and like get some shots of you and the bride kind of thing. And there's like quite a good little interaction that I've used at the end of my latest teaser. So again, it's just like it's more experimentation and just doing things, just not playing by, I guess, the maybe the complete cinematic rule book, because I kind of feel like there's just a hell of a lot more experimentation now, which is certainly good. But it's just obviously just try to figure out like what works in your style, because generally like I've not in the past not done a hell of a lot of experimentation outside of doing things like, you know, Super 8 and stuff. But I'll be honest, it's been quite fun just doing stuff like a little bit out of the norm and seeing if it can fit in. A lot of the time it doesn't work. A lot of the time it looks terrible. But you know, you get little nuggets here and there which are like really good, which again it's just feeding into that, you know. I guess I kind of feel like things are going maybe like a little less polished now and more, you know, authentic.
Yeah, I think, you know, all these new like toys and stuff, they do add a lot of decision making on the day, because I'm looking at moments and going, oh, do you know what would look really good here? An Insta360, you know, and whereas before I would just film that, and again there'd be some arguments out there to go, just capture the wedding, mate, like just capture it, the story. You don't need all these little toys and stuff. But you know, sometimes people just like, with all the people know that these things exist, and when you can get different perspectives, and you know, it's not going to be something that they remember forever. But sometimes it can just be a bit fun to get different bits of content in the day. I mean, if content creators are being hired to get different content, and you've got the ability to make other bits of content, you know, there's definitely a desire for this kind of stuff. I think it's just fun.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
if you
if you look at
holiday, you know,
I mean, I think if you look at the engagement rates and stuff like that on like Insta and stuff, and then ultimately the people that are continually getting booked for doing stuff that's a little bit kind of more outlandish, then that kind of tells you all you need to know, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say that's probably it, kind of like camera wise. But I
didn't touch about this one, the Insta360 as well, because like I didn't actually, like, this clamp that I've got here is what I use. So essentially, there's a teaser I did recently where they come in on a car, a Cadillac, and I put this on the back of the Cadillac with the owner's permission, and just so it was positioned behind them. This clamp can obviously go on pretty much anything, and it just allows you to have like a 360 view of everything that's happening there, which is obviously good because I can cut to the audience, I can cut to them. I had this on a little, the kids got pulled into the ceremony, and this little kind of go-kart thing, it was like a trolley. I attached this to it, and you can see all the guests sort of looking at the kids going down, so that's really good fun. Very similar to the Insta360 GO S, this thing obviously just has the 360 aspect to it, which, and also, if you don't want to fly a drone inside, this thing on a, you know, monopod is amazing for that, because you can just swoop over a dance floor and it looks like a drone is flying over the dance floor. So
there you go.
Another fun camera to
save your insurance.
I'll never fly the drone inside again.
I don't know how people do that, to be honest.
Terrifying.
Just it'd be horrendous. So yeah, all those little kind of like tools, and just kind of, I must say I've been enjoying, like I said, I have been enjoying just doing a little bit more experimentation. I've definitely not still found my kind of my feet with it yet, but it's a fun process. It's keeping it quite fresh, actually. I would say just something a little bit different, because I think after doing the same thing for like so many years, it can get a little bit, not that it gets monotonous, but I just mean you everything becomes it's like a process, isn't it?
Yeah.
And adding this in definitely has helped with the kind of like the creative you know, the creative spark to kind of get going again, you know. So yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Like I think I said like last year 2026 was going to be like the year of like experimentation, and it's definitely shaping up to be that for me at the minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know if there's like maybe like cameras or gadgets in there that maybe you haven't, that we haven't covered, that you're using, that you think, yes, people need to know about this, because we love a gadget. So, and Jason will probably end up buying it if it's good enough.
I'm not necessarily a gearhead, but I do like these little new things that can help you capture new stuff. Because as you say, you want to keep it fresh. I've loved using the CampSnap, which is very similar to your old camera, just to give out to the couple and the kids at weddings, and they just give you such great content. Sometimes they give you great content. It is a hit or miss sometimes, but yeah, I like something that can give me a new perspective. And there's always, the technology out there now is insane. So yeah, let us know if there's anything that we've missed and that we should be picking up. But I mean, most likely Danny's heard of it, and then as soon as Danny mentions it, I buy it. So.
Well, that is all we've got time for this week. Enjoy the heat, and hopefully next time we speak to you, Scotland, we'll figure out if we're still in the World Cup or not.
Yeah, it should be. We'll definitely be out by next week, but you never know.
You never know. You never know. How would they know? I've been Danny.
I've been Jace.
See you next week.